This is the voice of the Patriot, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the Patriot. And today, in our daily editorial, we have a lot to talk about, and I need you to come along. My name, Blakk Rasta. No, my brother, my sister, the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web, and it says Peace Pact document. Kennedy Agyapong had comprehension issues. And this is Pius Hadzide. I read. Pius Hadzide, spokesperson for New Patriotic Party, flag bearer, hopeful Brian Agyapong, has attributed the concerns raised by Kennedy Agyapong during the signing of the party's Peace Pact to comprehension issues rather than mistakes in the document. There was no mistake on the face of the document. If there was a challenge, it would have been a comprehension issue from Kennedy Agyapong. He stated in an interview on Oyerepa TV on Wednesday, January 28, 2026. Pius Hadzide further noted that the party has a separate framework that addresses election violence and misconduct during the primary. There is another framework that addresses election violence and misconduct that is separate from the Peace Pact document. Brian and other aspirants signed the Peace Pact document. There was no mistake. Meanwhile, Kwesi Kwatin, spokesperson for Kennedy Agyapong, has clarified that the concerns arose from a missing clause in the document. Now, 5 people came to sign a certain Peace Pact. And in the Peace Pact, it's alleged that something was missing. That the Peace Pact said that no matter the results or the outcome of the elections, all 5 candidates must agree. My brother, my sister, for me, that sounds like a cult rather than a democratic dispensation. Can I say it again? I'm saying, for me, this sounds like a cult, C-U-L-T, rather than a democratic dispensation. My brother, it's almost like saying I'm going to write an examination, and no matter what results I get, I must accept that. That is nonsense beyond democracy. There must be a chance for me to challenge anything that I think is challengeable. That is democracy. Even at the national elections, I am not bound by any law to accept any results if I have issues and I think that I can challenge that in a law court. But the NPP says, no matter what results you receive at the end of the primaries, you must accept that, because this is a blood-sucking vampirous cult. We are all members of this cult. We are all cultists. For that matter, whatever comes out, do not vet it. You have no right. That was how Kennedy understood it. And he doesn't have a PhD. I wonder if he can even spell properly. But my brother, it's not about spelling. It's not about speaking English. It is about common sense. I would prefer an illiterate who has a heart that beats for Ghana rather than a professor with all the terminal degrees in the world who doesn't have an iota of patriotism inside him. Do you agree with me, or you want the professor? Put up your hand. My brother, my sister, it is so easy to understand. Kennedy said, me, I will not accept this. No, I would only accept the results after I think I have to challenge the outcome. Set up a committee that can investigate that. And let the committee sit on all such problems and challenges. Right after which I can append my signature. If not, no, sir. But the people said no. In the interest of peace, let us sacrifice justice. What? What? In the interest of peace, let us sacrifice equal rights and justice. In the name of the NPP, the elephant that got lost in the bush, please, let us sacrifice justice, all in the name of peace. Hallelujah. Yet the motto of the whole nation is what? My brother, my sister, there can never be justice without equal rights. There can never be peace without equal rights and justice combined. Kennedy said no, he will not sign it because once, twice, he was cheated. At places where he had 114 votes, they gave him 4 votes. Places where 6 people said they voted for him, he had 0. So, he's not a zombie. He will not be a puppet. He will not be a robot dancing to just any remote controls. Right? And this is what Pius Hadzide is saying. That no, there was no mistake. He had comprehension problems. My God. This is an insult, isn't it? Comprehension has nothing to do with whether you have been to school or not. Comprehension is understanding. When you go to school, in English grammar, you are taught something called comprehension. You will read a certain passage, and then you are asked questions based on the passage. That is comprehension. Comprehension simply means understanding. If you have a certain candidate who wants to be president, and simple document of less than 10 pages he can't comprehend, then we are in trouble. But this thing is not about comprehension. It's about equal rights and justice. My brother, my sister, I might be wrong, but this same guy, Pius Hadzide, was he not the one who went campaigning saying that he was going to take people to America for the World Cup? Was he not the guy? Can producer check it out and let me know? Pius Hadzide, was he not the one who was campaigning in his constituency in the last election and promising to send people abroad to look for jobs? Was he not the same guy who said that he was going to take people to America for the World Cup, and that he had done that before, sending his constituents outside the nation. My brother, my sister, producer says that is him. You know, when we talk about things, it's about issues and not personalities. My brother, my sister, this is the same guy with little common sense, yet even him, he says he comprehends this. Can you understand this? This guy here called Pius Hadzide went to his constituency and told the people that he was going to send them abroad for jobs.
He said, vote for me if you want your
If you want what?
children to travel to the US.
Did you hear that? Vote for me if you want your children to travel to the United States for the 2026 World Cup. That is just a confirmation. My brother, my sister, these are the little brains we have in there. And this one too is a communicator for his party. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? He will send his constituents to look for jobs abroad when we voted you in this jurisdiction to make it better for us. No, he will send them abroad for jobs. And that he will send their children to America for the 2026 World Cup. Such a little brain. Even him, he says he understood the peace pact. Hey, we are in trouble in this country. These are the guys. The fact that he wears a suit doesn't make him brilliant. Little brain like this. Little brain like this. The brain is as little as a louse. I wonder if he understands that word louse. That is what I'm talking about. My brother, my sister, Kennedy Agyapong stood his ground. I don't support Kennedy Agyapong. I don't want him to be president. Neither do I want him to even win the primaries. But I admire the fact that he stood his grounds and told the people straight away in their face, I am not signing this useless pact until I can read justice and equal rights in there. That's what Kennedy Agyapong said. And I admire him for that. Now you come out and say that he lacked comprehension. Jesus, when even you, with little brains, you claim you understood it. And sadly, you know who he is? He's a spokesperson for the new Patriotic Party. What is this guy with little brains going to communicate? What is he going to speak to the people about? Can you tell me? If all he can say in campaigning is to send people's children to America for the World Cup, they should vote for him. I'll take you. I've done it before. You know, I made you travel, and they are all out there looking. They are all employed outside. I am going to take them out to go and watch the World Cup. My God. And this one too, people are looking up to him for a future. Wait. No, we are in trouble. Now, the next thing I would like to look at is also from Ghana, and it says, I am risking my credibility on Bawumia. And this is Musa Dankwah speaking. And I read, Executive Director of Global Info Analytics, Musa Dankwah, has made a bold statement, putting his career and credibility on the line in the upcoming new Patriotic Party flag bearership race. What did he say? There was no election more difficult for me than Akwitia, because We only had 2 polling cycles there. We have tracked the poll for a solid 5 months, and the trend is clear and does not lie. I have heard people talk about the NPP trends, but those trends are outdated, and relying on them is the reason many people got the last election wrong. We have spoken to people randomly, and we understand the voice of the people. I know the consequences for my organization, and there is nothing I can do. The only thing we got wrong in the last election was 2 contests in Takoradi and Sekondi. The sitting MP in Takoradi was losing, and we still do not understand how he won. For a reason, I love Musa Dankwah. Many people criticize him in the last elections, but he got almost everything right. The power of science. This is mathematics. The branch called statistics. Congratulations, Musa Dankwah. Now, I like how people are going deep into science rather than reading spiritual meanings into everything. You wake up, your children are hungry because you have not provided food, and that is a spiritual problem. You want to find out why your children are hungry. Have you provided food? Have you? You want to find out why your wife has not been pregnant all this while, yet you can't do the do. You know, if you fire the thing, can you fire? How can you make babies without fire? Fire is very essential for making babies. Hallelujah. You can't fire. You say it's a spiritual problem why your wife is not pregnant. Everything in Ghana is a spiritual problem. Somebody dresses up very well. He's going for an interview. He comes out of his room, and a crow is sitting on his roof and goes, quack, 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 quack. He goes back into the room. That's a spiritual problem. The interview he's going for, he's going to fail. He won't go. Somebody's son is at the hospital in emergency. He's been called. He's rushing to go and pick a trotro. Right in front of the trotro, he hits his leg on a stone. Because it's rushing, he says, no, this is a spiritual problem. Once my right leg has hit this stone, hey, if I sit in this car, accident will kill me. I no go enter. Your son is at the ICU. They need you to come and donate blood. The son dies. It's yet another spiritual problem. You are at a radio station. You are lazier than Satan. You don't do your research. You are not eloquent. You report to work late every time. You don't understand why that guy who comes early every time researches deeply when you are fast asleep and snoring is on top of his game. It's a spiritual problem. Don't you see that when he comes, his chair is always different? Spiritual problem. Don't you see that every time he comes in, he prays before? Spiritual problem. In our country, everything is spiritual. Elections are here. My brother, my sister, you are walking with a lady. The guys are always calling the lady. Oh, sister, can I talk to you? Then you tell, oh, me? Oh, no, your friend. Every time, me? You are the first to ask me? Say, no, your friend. Oh, sister, please, can I talk to you? Oh, me? No, not you, your friend. Every time. When you walk out, 20 guys will stop you. None is speaking to you. They all want to speak to your friend. It's a spiritual problem. No. How are you dressing? Maybe you are wearing a sack like Ebonoa. Maybe you don't even walk well. Maybe your face is always frowned. People are scared to even talk to you. You don't smile. How will men approach you? No, it's a spiritual problem. Watch all these things, my brother, my sister. Elections are coming. Everything is spiritual. Musa Dankwah has changed the narrative. He has hit the nail on the scientific head. For the first time in the history of this country, people are relying heavily on independent statistics and results. Hallelujah. Thanks to Musa Dankwah, who was chastised by Paul Adumotre. In fact, dragged to the cleaners. But he stood tall. Musa Dankwah. Now, Musa Dankwah says, prophets are saying that Bawumia will lose and Kennedy would win. Some too have gone for Bawumia. As for me, I'm not a prophet, so I can't speak for prophets. I am a statistician, a pollster, and my work alongside my team has spoken. Bawumia is going to win. If Bawumia does not win, all 7 years of my statistics, all 7 years of my work I put on the line. In fact, my credibility will wane off. I like such boldness. Such boldness. The man is not giving you any conditions. Oh, if that day 2 crows do not fly around the polling stations, then we will win. No, he didn't say that. If Bawumia goes to vote and he doesn't drink water, then we would win. No, that's not what he said. He said, it is decided, it is done. Saturday is just 2 days away. Is it going to be a day for the prophets or a day for the statisticians? What do you believe in? Statistics or prophecy? I am a student of both. So I'm standing in the middle and saying, hey, Irade, should I go to Cape Coast or should I go to Elmina? Do we remember that story? The dilemma of the ghost. I don't know, I don't know. Oh my God. These days people don't know those songs. Dilemma of the ghost. Ama Ataedu. The ghost wants to find out whether to go to Elmina or to go to Cape Coast. That is the dilemma I have right now. I believe in a lot of these prophets, and I'm also a student in academia. All right? So I'm just sitting in the middle and saying, God, give me wisdom. On Saturday, we shall see. And there will be a big discussion on Monday. In the interim, Musa Dankwah, I wish you well. And all the prophets, I wish them well. Finally, to Kennedy Agyapong, to Bawumia, these are the 2 horses in the race. It's a 2-horse race, we are told. We wish you the very best. And we hope that you will lead your party to another big loss in the 2028 election. May your party remain in opposition for 7 trillion years because you guys have no solution to the country's problems. We gave you 8 years, you messed up, and you are still worrying our ears with your nonsense. Get out of here.